Table manners are important because they are a sign of respect for the place you are eating and the people you are with. It's not about the table manners, it shows your upbringing and that you are a civilized person. For example, if you make noises when people who are sitting around you may feel annoyed. Also, after we start working, we may need to attend banquets or social gatherings. So, proper table manners are very important. Otherwise, people may think that we are impolite and ignore us. On the other hand, if you show a good table etiquette, others will have a good impression about you. One of the trickiest things we all face when we sit down at a restaurant is where to place our handbags. Sometimes we get lucky and there is an extra chair at the table where all ladies can place their handbags. And other times we are utterly confused. Don't drop your handbags on the back of your chair. You can place a large bag or tote on the floor. If it is a clutch, you can simply put it on your lap and cover it with a napkin, or place it behind you at the bottom of your back. Place the napkin in your lap immediately upon sitting. The host or hostess wait for him or her to take their napkin off the table and place it in his or her lap. An exception to this rule is a buffet-style meal, where you should unfold your napkin when you start eating. The size determines how you unfold the napkin in your lap. Smaller napkins are unfolded completely and cover the lap fully. Large napkins are unfolded halfway. The napkin folded in half should lie on your knees, in such a way that the part that we are able to spread is directly towards us. This arrangement of the napkin will significantly facilitate its use. When you need to wipe your hands or mouth, wipe inside the fold so the mess doesn't get on your clothes. Should you need to leave the table before the end of the meal, simply place it on your chair. This tells the waiter you are returning. At the end of the meal, fold it casually and place it to the left of your plate. Leave your napkin in loose folds that keep soiled parts hidden. If after dinner coffee is served at the table, the napkin remains in the lap. Deciding which knife, fork, or spoon to use is made easier by the outside-in rule. Use utensils on the outside first and working your way inwards. So, if you are served the salad first, use the fork set to the far left of your plate. Your water glass is one above the knife in your place setting, and your bread plate is to the left. How to eat soup. Hold the soup spoon by resting the end of the handle on your middle finger, with your thumb on it. Dip the spoon sideways at the near edge of the bowl. Retrieve the last spoonful of soup, slightly tip the bowl away from you. When you pause to take a sip of your beverage or to speak with someone, rest your utensils in one of the following styles. Continental style. Place your knife and fork on your plate near the center, slightly angled in an inverted V, and with the tips of the knife and fork pointing towards each other. American style. Rest your knife on the top right of your plate, diagonally, with the fork nearby. When each course is finished, place the knife and fork parallel with the handles in the 4 o'clock position, in the right rim of the plate. Food is passed around the table in a counterclockwise direction, or to the right. The reason for this convention is to provide some sense of order when serving or passing food. If someone asks you to pass them the salt, pass it together with the pepper. Holding a wine glass may seem ordinary, but when you're in a public place, it tells a lot about your etiquette and your knowledge about wine. Even though little, it goes a long way in your appearance. So here are some few pointers on how to hold a wine glass so you don't appear boorish winks. Hold the stem between your thumbs and first 2 fingers. Pitch the stem of the wine glass between your thumb, index finger, and middle finger. As you position your fingers, place them on the lower half of the stem. Your middle finger should rest on the stem just above the base. This is the standard way to hold the wine glass. Holding it in this manner should provide plenty of stability while keeping your hands away from the bowl of the glass. Some food are meant to be eaten without utensils. Fruit is the ultimate finger food until you cut it up. Changing the presentation of the fruit also changes the rules for how you eat it. If you're eating fruit that is served raw and by itself, you eat it with your hands. Fruit salad or cooked fruit should always be eaten with utensils. In general, it's perfectly fine to pick up a slice of pizza and eat it with your hands. The best way to eat it is to loosely fold the slice in half to keep the edges from dripping. But there are some times when it's really best to use utensils, or if you're eating in Naples, Italy, where it's traditional to eat pizza with a fork and knife. Today, all etiquette authorities agree. The proper way to hold a teacup is with one or two fingers of the right hand put through the hole of the cup handle, while balancing the cup with your thumbs on the top of the handle. Your other fingers should be curled beneath the handle. The correct way to hold a coffee mug. Loop your index finger into the handle and keep your thumb on the top of the handle. Your remaining three fingers, middle index and pinky, are tucked into the palm of your hand. Once the coffee spoon has been used to stir the cup, you will always place it on the back side of the coffee cup, resting on the saucer. You will never want to place a used coffee spoon or any piece of used flatware back on the tabletop, as it soils the table linings, or leaves food pieces on a tabletop or charger. It's okay to quickly apply lipstick at the table if you are with close friends or relatives, in a non-business situation, and at a non-deluxe restaurant. In general, personal grooming should be done in private, for the simple reason that it can be annoying and it's tacky. Italians have a thing about drinking cappuccino after noon. It's just not done. Some say it's because the milk and foam makes it a replacement for a meal. All that dairy upsets the digestion. And you'll never see an Italian ordering a cappuccino after dinner. Hope you find this video interesting and informative. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you in the next video.